בוקר טוב חברים, you're up to קהלת, פרק י"ב, פסוק ד'. וסוגרו דלתיים בשוק, וישפל כל התחנה, ויקום לכל הציפור, וישחו כל בנות השיר. So yesterday we end with this pasuk. וסוגרו דלתיים בשוק talks about the nekavim when a person has to go. So the delets, the door, when you're young, it's like a door, opens, closes, fine. But as you get older, the door shuts. Nizgar. And also, bishpal kol hatahana, the digestive part in the stomach, doesn't digest it the same thing. V'yakum lekol hatzipor, and also his sleep. He doesn't have a good sleep. They don't have a deep one. Yeah, they sleep, but every little noise wakes them up. They wake up very quick. Even if they hear a little bird, he wakes up. וישחו כל בנות השיר. What?
We're describing a person right now?
Sorry?
We're describing a person right now. An older person.
When a person gets older, what happens?
Why do we call this person a Gibor? This guy was 80 years old, right? We call him Giborim.
Who's this Giborim?
And we say that it's a nice thing to live. We say it's a nice thing to live till 80. If the guy's living a life like this, maybe it's not the best.
Right, it's not the best. Who says the best?
No, you maybe you're talking about Giborim that
are
are
Giborot, זה לא גיבורים. אם בגבורות זה לא גיבורים. גבורות זה לא גיבורים.
It's strong.
מה פתאום strong? גבורה זה גיל מאוחר. You get to late age. לא כזה strong.
If the guy's living a life like this, is it worth living?
You try.
it's the physical part, not the physical part.
The meter is still running.
What's bothering you?
Nothing. The rabbi just keeps saying things that this guy has faulty. And Hazit this dude.
I'm just telling you what is life. Wake up at a young age. Don't get to that age and it's too late. A guy wants to learn when he's 80. Habibi, that doesn't really he sees. He wants to go to shul. He doesn't, he cannot walk. So don't wait to that age to wake up. Now you're young, you're fresh. Make sure to learn to do mitzvot. So when you get to that age, you're not going to regret your life. What did I do in my life? I did nothing. Good.
The state of mind is going to be in order for you to start early. That's what it's telling you.
פרק י"ב, פסוק א', start. וזכור את בוראך בימי בחורותיך. It tells you when you're young, wake up. Because עד שלא יבואו ימי הרעה. ימי הרעה אלו ימים שאדם זה זקנה. When you get old, stage נקרא ימי רעה. אשר תאמר אין לי בהם חפץ. You're going to get to a point that אתה אומר, מה עשיתי? So don't wait to that age, yes.
David says, אל תשלחני לעת זקנה. Talking about this?
גם, בוודאי. And by the way, the Rabbi Alav Shalom, beautiful to mention this pasuk. The Rabbi Alav Shalom said, מי אמר אל תשליכני לעת זקנה? מי אמר את הפסוק הזה? David says, ריבונו של עולם, please, אל תשליך אותי לעת זקנה. יכלות כוחי אל תעזבני. Please don't drop me as I get older. Who says this? A king that has a whole army around him. He has servants for every pips he says. He gets food, his jacket, his shoes, everything. He's the one who said that. Imagine the president of the United States, that has an army and doctors in the White House and everybody's around him. He says, please don't throw me as I get older. Once I get older, you have everybody next to you. The answer is that once you get to the stage that you become an idiot, it's a very hard stage. Very, very hard
I
stage.
didn't understand. You become one, you become needy.
Yeah. אתה צריך שהשם יעזור לך בכל
And he's
הצורה.
old.
Which way do I go?
The Marine also, they don't have patience also. And now, Pitom, from him being a person that gives and gives and gives in the father, and he gives to the kids and takes care, all of a sudden, the world turns around. Now he needs the kids to take him to the doctor, to drive him, to take him to the airport, to pick me up, to drop me off. You think it's easy? It's not easy. Rabbi Alav Shalom, you should know top, Haveri, what I'm talking to you guys. Especially the young Chaver here. When you are a father and your kids are young, so in a way you could control them. Don't go there, don't do this, right? As they become teenagers, it becomes a little different, right? They don't listen to you in a way. And once they drop your house, bye-bye. And how is the relationship then? Not so good. And then you feel like, I missed him. I missed the boat. So now you want to feel that you want to control him again. And you go do all the mistakes. And you're going to cause the kids to run away from you. And people, they don't get, that's not how it works. When the kids are young, you can be their cop, their policeman. As they get older, 15, 17, 18, you got to switch from being a father to a friendship, a friend. Stop giving him rules. He's not going to like you. And once you become his friend, I'm not telling you be his buddy, but if more as a friend type, meaning instead of telling him what to do, tell him, I think it's the best thing for you. What do you think? Give him the feeling that you're not telling him what to do, especially in our generation. So you keep a good relationship. You know why? Because now he needs you. He needs you because he needs to get married. He needs your help. He needs your guidance. But as you get older, when you become 70 and he is 40,
And you need him.
Habibi, you need him. Now, if you had a good relationship with your son, they're going to love coming to you and helping you, even though you don't want it. This is life. They're going to take you. They're going to care about you. And as you get older, you have zero patience. And you need even much more people to help you. And then, if you did not have a good relationship with your kids, they're not going to care about you. They're going to send you to the nursing home, and I'll meet you there every 3, 4, 5 months. That's how sad it becomes. And some, they don't care. Just let me know when I have to come pick him up with the black car. That's it. They don't care.
True.
And some, the Rabbi Allah Shalom brings us a story. It happened many years ago in Lakewood. Somebody put his father in the nursing home, and he told him, listen, here's the money up front. Let me know when I have to come. The guy died. They kept him in the fridge. And once the money ran out, meaning was paid off, that's when he got the call, the father died.
So they were making money on him. So they
Yeah.
didn't want to tell him.
Again, another 5 months.
Wow.
Let's finish. You want them? Yeah. Yes. Rabbi Allah Shalom. No. The Rabbi Allah Shalom, he brings the story in his book. I think it's something on this.
Wow.
They don't care. And that's, by the way, that's when there is no, and especially if there's no Torah in the house. When you have Torah, so even though it's a little difficult with the parents, so it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. כשאין תורה בבית, there's no way in the world. אין לו שייך. I know people that because of the drop Torah that they have and we don't vote, not the parents, the in-laws, how they took care of the in-laws. Forget about the parents, which they did. They took care of her mother-in-law till the day she passed away. She bathed her, she combed her, she took her like a baby. Mamash, I know people. It's amazing to see that. I'm sorry?
You see the people that they don't have any Torah, or they don't whatever, and they respect because they just understand that their parent, they have like the gratitude to their
It's
parents.
because they feel. תמיד יש יוצא מן הכלל. אני אומר מה הכלל. שיש תורה, so you have the push, you know, I owe my mother, I owe my father. So even though it's a little annoying and I don't want to go there, I'm going to go, but it's cold. I have to go. How many grandparents? They sit home the whole day and forget about the other children. The grandchildren, when exactly they go to visit them. Now, listen, that's after. Grandma. Why? אבל כשיש תורה בבית, and there is Torah, it's a little different. Avi, can you move up? Come. Albert, Admoni. Thank you. אתם מבינים when there is... ברחמים. Wrong person to say that.
Yeah, I was about to say, he sent me.
Anyway.
He sent me the child to the jar.
Anyway, צריך לדעת שכשיש תורה בבית, and by the way, especially when kids see that the parents, they go and visit their parents. When a kid sees how his parents takes care of the mother, of his father, and they go and they visit, that's how they're going to do the same thing to them. But when they don't see any respect and not now, they're going to do the same thing to you. זה העולם, this is life. יש סיפור. There's a famous story. That doesn't hurt. This is the truth, and just take it in. See this, the class here. It's an oil change. Every morning we come and we do oil change. We whatever we see, we hear the whole day. We come here, we do an oil change. We take it. Here I get it for free. Maybe I should charge. It'd be very expensive. אתה שומע? צריך לדעת את זה. היה סיפור, there's a story that a father gave his son all his money. By the way, הגמרא אומרת, אדם לא יעשה כדבר בחיים. Don't you ever send, send your property to your kids when you're alive.
הוא היה גדול ענק, הוא אמר לו, אל תתן כסף לכל. והוא לא שמע, הוא נתן לו, אז הוא שאל אותו אחרי זה, מה קרה? הוא אמר לו, לא קרה כלום, אבל הם לא באים לבקר אותי יותר משמו שמע. הוא אמר לו, אתה צדקת, זה לי קמפוני. הם היו באים יותר אליו. נתן לו את הכסף, הוא נתן להם, הם הפסיק לבוא בחוץ. אני שמעתי את זה ממנו, הוא אמר לו, אתה צדקת. ומה שאתה נתת לנו, הוא רצה שיהנו מהכסף שהוא חי. אז הוא נתן להם, הוא היה לו מיליון, and they didn't come to visit him like
So I'm not talking, that's that story, but I'm not talking about, listen, every father wants to give and you should give while you're alive, not when you're dead, because anyway they're going to take your money. But the idea is, don't sign your money to your kids while you're alive. Sign, give.
No, he signed that. That's not telling you. He signed it. They gave him the money.
הגמרא אומרת, אלו שצועקים ואינם נענים. So the Gemara says, because the one who does it, what's going to happen, you're going to scream and no one is going to pay attention. So, Ayama Asim, the story of the father, did it. He gave his money to his son, and the son lived by his parents, where he kicked his father out of the house. Shabbat them, he kicked him out of the house. He kicked him out of the house. Idan, there is such a stories?
I have a list.
Good.
A story like that?
I have a list that I know personally.
זה יכול להיות דבר כזה?
מה, אני משקר?
לא, I'm saying it's a true story.
Yes.
Okay.
אבל אני אומר, עידן, I said for a reason.
It's hard to believe it when he said that.
Good. Anyway, he told them, he kicked him out of the house. The grandson sees his grandpa sitting on the bench, crying. Tells him, Grandpa, what happened to you? Doesn't do me a favor, can you give me a blanket? What happened? I asked your father, and he kicked me out of my house. Want to know it. He went to the house, took a big blanket, and he cut the blanket in half. His father tells him, what are you doing? Well, I'm giving it to Grandpa, a blanket. He tells him, why you half? He said, this is for Grandpa, and the other half, that's what I'm going to do to you. One day, I'm going to kick you out of the house, and I'll do to you the same thing you did to your father. Rabbi Yonatan Admoni brings stories that he was a witness. לכאלו דברים מזעזעים. יש לנו סיפור אחד, he owned almost a whole street, whole avenue, בתל אביב, ברחוב בן יהודה. One of the most expensive streets there. He owned כסף. וחתם, והילד, he made him sign in a way that there is no layout, nothing, כלום.
When you sign, you נכסים. When you give money, you give money. When you sign your.
I'm talking about signing.
Signing what? Signing what?
All the properties under your name, under his name.
Signing the property.
Yes, I'm not talking about giving money. Give. Don't sign the
That's what
property.
he did.
Okay.
He signed the property. He told him don't.
Right. מה נעשה? לא שמע לחכמים. So anyway, he came to the rabbi. So בקיצור, the father came to the rabbi crying. He showed him all the documents. He tried to see the rabbi. I'm gone. You know all the tricks, how to find the loopholes in the hole. The father came to the rabbi crying. Yeah. And he couldn't do anything. But I call him. He was sitting up in the attic. האבא היה יושב in the attic, חזית. היה בוכה לרב, תראה מה עשה לילד. The rabbi said, I got to live a long life. And I saw years after what the son did to his father. Meaning what the grandson did to the father. אמר, ברשעות הנכד יותר מהאבא. היה יותר רשע. אבל אמר, יחזיר לו אותו באותו מטבע. I paid him the same way. This is life, חביבי. לכן צריך לדעת, להיות נורמלי, צריך לדעת, when you're young, when you're a father, you got to treat your kids, the father, then you have to change your behavior, your parenting to your kids in a way of friendship. So Mother sees everything. And he doesn't forget anything. And eventually it's going to come, and when it comes, Habibi, wow, no Hamim.
In a case like that, what did the wife do to deserve it if the husband caused something like that?
I cannot tell you what she did, but I don't know if she was alive at that time. I have no idea. But it says, יש פסוק בתהילים, ידלק רשע, אחרי הפסוק, לעבור אביון, ידלק רשע. לא, לעבור רשע, ידלק אביון. Meaning, when you're around Rasha, you get punished, yeah, he said, you're with him. I mean, where's the mother? Where's the mother? And most mothers, you see from the Torah, you see about Parasha. The one who runs the house is the mothers. We could be even Abraham Avinu. At the end, who kicked Ishmael out? Sarah. At the end, who got the Berachot? Yaakov. Who runs the show? The mothers. That's how it works.
She's always involved somehow. That's what you mean.
How do you know when to give Musar and when to not?
מושם.
I'm saying the rabbi was saying sometimes you have to be police and sometimes you have to be a friend.
When you're a kid, you tell him what to do. As he gets older, you explain him why he should do it. Once again, when you're a kid, you tell him what to do. As he gets older, you explain him why you should do it. So he understands. So when he understands, so even when you're not next to him, he's not going to do it because he knows it's not good to me. הבנת?
If he doesn't listen.
החיים למדו אותו.
What
אוי,
should I
החיים למדו אותו. אם אני אראה לך טקסט מסגר שאני מקבל מילדים, זה לבכות, לא מקשיבים, they don't listen. And then the price that they pay, wow, איזה צער.
And then from the price, they'll learn.
אין מה לעשות. So it's either you're going to listen to people who are older than you, or if not, life is going to teach you. And by the way, כשהחיים מלמדים, there is nobody there to come and pick you up from when you go down. זה צער, זה מאוד מאוד כואב. יש משפט בערבית, that's how I grew up in the house, על גבילי יעלמו, החיים ילמדו אותו. הגבילי, על החיים ילמדו אותו. החיים ילמדו אותו. הוא לא מקשיב.
זה תימני, זה לא ערבית.
זה אחלה, זה אל-קעידה. הלאה, נמשיך הלאה.
Well, why shouldn't you tell him why when he's young?
You can, but do you think he has a brain to understand?
No.
If I'm talking to people at the age 40 that don't listen. Why kids who was 5 is going to listen? Because they ain't no sechel.
Sometimes it takes 10 years to sink in, so I'll tell him when he's 5, and by the time he's 15.
I want you to go to step. Why? Let me explain to you how it works, you know. Baby, take care, put him in the bed. One day he'll understand why it's good to go. That's it. יאללה, אומר שלמה המלך, וישחו כל בנות השיר. Also, when a person gets old, אומר רש"י, כל קולות של כלי השיר דומות עליו כשיחה. The end of Pasuk Dalet. It says, as they get older, they had no patience even to songs.
Why is that, Rabbi? I'm sorry. When a person gets older, shouldn't he have more patience?
Yeah, no, that's a good
Maybe
thing.
the body
You would
itself.
think as you're progressing.
You guys got nowhere to go. You got
Building up,
nothing
you're
going
learning
on.
more.
Where's he rushing
That's
to?
right.
Wants to go faster than he's used to. I can understand why they have no patience.
בוא נגיד לך משהו.
Used to going through it.
Not again.
No, why? I think when I teach, I think I have patience to review over and over. I think I'm pretty patient. Huh? I think so. But it takes something for a person to repeat over and over and over. You know what it takes? I'll tell you what it takes. If I believe that I want that person to understand, so it's not about me, it's about him. So I know the Gemara, but what gives me the koach, the power to go over and over and over? Because if I came here to learn, so I should grow, I won't drop this place years ago. I'll go to the Kohelet and stay there. But if you're here to teach people, it's not about you, it's about them. So what gives you the patience to teach people over and repeating about 20 times, because you want him to understand, it's not about me. That's when you have patience. Now, when you don't have patience, means you're thinking about yourself. I told you once, twice. How many times do I have to tell you? Now, an older person, he wants a tea. He has no patience for you to come and go, I want now. Because his mind is about the tea. If you don't give it to him right now, he gets upset. When you're young, you ask for the tea, but meanwhile you're on the phone and you do this, and I get sure you lose your mind. But they have no patience. They get mad very fast. So, אין סבלנות. Abba Shebari always tell us, a young cannot go walk with an older person. The guy is 30, wants to go for a walk with someone 67 years old. חביבי, אתה רוצה ללכת והוא לא... חביבי, הוא לאט, הוא לא יכול, he can't catch up with you.
זה כמו כניים.
Yeah. Yes, it is. אביי אומר, לא תחרות בשור האחרון יחדיו. That's the pasuk היה אומר לנו. יאללה. וישחו כל בנות השיר, אומר שלמה המלך, that older people, they have no patience, when they hear songs, הם לא שומעים מוזיקה, הם שומעים כל מיני דיבורים, איך אומר רש"י, כל קולות, all the voices, של כלי השיר, דומות עליו כשיחה, it's like you talk, you enjoy, no, when you're young, יאללה, dance, מוזיקה, go to weddings. Who's jumping?
The young
The young
people.
shepherd. With all the people sitting in the back.
The city.
Loud. And they have no patience. הייתי בחופה. I was once in a chuppah. The Hazan comes in. Happened to be, I was sitting in front. I got all the people who sit in front of me. And the Hazan starts to sing. And the guy said, tell the guy to lower his voice. Ness, do you remember that? Don't say anything. Tell
the guy to lower the music. The voice of the Chazan. In the chuppah.
You and I sitting together in a chuppah.
Oh, the guy's behind us. Yeah.
In front also.
That's the highlight of the wedding.
They tell the guy to the DJ over there.
They want you to lower your voice, but they're talking the whole time.
Okay, that's a different case. Okay, that's different. But as he came to the room,
It's too loud for him.
they asked the guy that the DJ, lower the voice. It's too loud. שמעתם? חופה. You remember that?
Yes, Shimon was
Why are you running? I did not say my names. נמשיך הלאה. next time אני לא משנה anything. יאללה. אנחנו ממשיכים. פסוק גם מגבוה יראו בחתחתים בדרך, וינאץ השקט ויסתבל החגב, ותפה האביונה כי הולך האדם אל בית עולמו, וסבבו בשוק הסופדים. אומר, another problem. גם מגבוה יראו. You know what does it mean? When they walk and they see a little bump, הם חושבים שזה הר. They think it's a mountain. והם מפחדים. Because an older person that falls, Hashem ישמור. That's it. They're gone. They're gone.
Yeah, that's it.
So גם מגבוה, if they see a little bump, they see it as if it's on a mountain. יראו, מפחדים, they're afraid. בחתחתים בדרך. For them to walk, they always פחד, they have fear. They have fear, מפחדים. Go see how an older person has to cross the street. הוא מפחד, any מג'נון gonna come, boom, is gonna run over him. מפחדים. They walk slow. It's like pahad. It's not pashut. So therefore, what he does, he stays home. He doesn't want to go out. Pahad. Gam keloto. Loto. But walking out, he's afraid. Because every little bump, if he's gonna fall, haram skenalach. So gami gavoha yirau. They're afraid from little bumps. They're afraid to walk. So what happens? He stays home. Now let's continue. He talks about the thighs. حبيبي הסחוס. מה זה הסחוס? Between the bones יש לך את
bone marrow.
Bone marrow.
Cartilage.
What happens is when you get older, it's very rough.
There's no juice.
No juice. מה שקורה, the bones are sticking out. The cool little moves. כאב.
Rabbi, is there a way out of this? Oh, so what's the point of what are we saying? So when you're young, you should do what? What's the message here?
Don't get drunk. When you're young, don't get drunk.
Because one day you're gonna be
fair. Allah used to say to the young people, Habibi, calm down. One day, if you're lucky, you're gonna come to this age also. Until you go. When you're young, you make fun of the older people.
Right. Right.
One day, if you're lucky, that's what's it like. One day, if you're lucky, you're gonna be also over here. So be careful.
So Hashem made this wide for all the people to be like this.
I'm sorry?
Hashem made this for all the people to be like this as a good thing.
I think it's in a way it helps a person to leave the world with less pain.
Oh, he knows where he's going.
He gets mukhan, you know, and then he comes the days. It's
not a shock.
No. So it's a way to live the world, I think, with less pain. You have to go die tomorrow. כואב. הלאה. אומר שלמה המלך, בהסתבל החגב. בהסתבל החגב אומר שאלו העגובות. He's back. זה העגובות, מה זה? becomes to him כמו, like, איך אומרים, מסע. Burden. No, more. זה כאילו, you have to carry package. You know, ההרגשה זה כאילו he has to carry 2 packages. ככה ההרגשה של הזקן מאחורה. זה מה שהוא מרגיש. והסתבל החגב. אומר רש"י אלו העגובות. That's your back.
He can't carry his own weight.
אז הוא צריך פה לסחוב את זה. כמו מסע, it's like very heavy for him. Next. ותפרע אביונה. מתבטל ממנו חמדת תאוות נשים. ויצר הרע runs away already 10 miles. הולך. כי הולך האדם אל בית עולמו. And by that, that's a sign a person gets ready to go to his עולם, after in Shamayim. ומה יקרה after the person dies? וסבבו בשוק הסופדים. The people who's going to eulogize you, they're going to talk about you. So, אומר לנו שלמה המלך, make sure to leave some good stories about you, so people are going to talk good things about you. מה? Yes.
This isn't certain age. This is just the process of getting older. It's not certain age.
עכשיו הוא אומר לך פה, כי הולך האדם אל בית עולמו. Each person goes to his עולם. כל אחד לעולם שלו. Whatever you plant, whatever you invest, that's what you're going to see there in Shamayim, Mr. Agigi.
What's he saying?
What he's saying is,
why is he? What is this parrot supposed to be telling people?
Wake up.
It seems like he's saying a lot of things that an older person cannot change about it.
Right.
He cannot.
So you're young.
Yes.
You could run.
Yes.
You could learn. You could take notes. Once you get older, you can't do these things. You can't move your hands. So khalas, you're overdone.
And what's he saying to the older people that are reading this?
Sorry?
The people who are older.
They party already 70 years, so don't worry.
They're reading this now. How are they supposed to feel?
So if what they have to feel?
Yeah, reading this. Like,
that
this is
with
normal,
this age,
okay.
whatever, I'm okay. That's number one. That even now, with this age, whatever you could grab. Okay, no slow motion, but grab. Gemara אומרת, if חס ושלום אישה סוטה, בר מינן, she cheated on her husband, and he took it to the Kohen, and he gives her to drink the water. What happens if she did the sin?
She explodes.
She dies. Now, and if she didn't, now what if she did it, but she has the chut of Torah? So she can live up to 3 years.
Oh, and then she'll fall.
No. Already the veins already are popping. She's in tza'ah, she's in pain. But because she has the chut of Torah, she sent the kids to the yeshivot and she waited for the husband to come home. So that zechut gives her to live another 3 years.
The plan.
And she dies.
To get ready.
So up to 3 years, she lives in pain. The tza'ah gadol yesh laha. Aval, after 3 years, then she's gonna die. So all the Mepharshim ask, so what exactly you're gaining by you? You know, she goes through so much pain. The answer is, if Hashem, because you have Torah, Hashem gives you another 3 years of life. In those 3 years, do you know how many you can say? In those, how many, in those 3 years, how many Shabbatot you could keep? In those 3 years, how many Hesed you could do? So because of Torah, we're giving you Hesed. till after 3 years. So Kal Vachomer, if you're old, Adrabah, the Sachar then is even bigger. Because for you to go from Minha, it takes you to 30 minutes. Where the guy takes 5 minutes to get there. So Asachar Gadol more, but know that you could still grab.
All right.
Hatorah.
So about age 70, the oldest what Shlomo listed. It's
Some
around
people
70.
get it at the age 70, some 80, some 90, and some are lucky that Baruch Hashem, they're okay, and the candle, the shut off, it's bottom. Shana Baruch Hashem, they get, I once saw what's it called, I went to my sister-in-law in Baltimore. She has a neighbor across, a lady, she's 94, 97. She holds the rake, Habibi. She rakes the leaves. She takes paint, she paints the house. She has some time. My sister-in-law has a neighbor across. She's an old lady. She's 92, 94, 95, but very old. And she walks. And Habibi, you have to know, she has a set time. She's all there. Mashu. Yeah.
My neighbor, how she survives? She's 100 years old, and every day she does the bicycle treadmill for half hour. She tells me.
Not the bicycle, but the bicycle 104. But I'm just saying, yeah, some people, they're lucky. I took the rabbi once to meet his aunt. I took the rabbi to visit his aunt. She was 104. Her mind sharp like she's 18. I told her, Doda, tell me stories about the rabbi. What he was doing, he was and you know something very special. I wanted to take a picture of her. She was so regal. So the minute she sees me taking the pictures, she stood up with this. Regal. You're not gonna have any picture when I'm 104 and something funny about me. Kacha. She did not even look at me. Meaning, she was not happy that I'm taking a picture, but she's not gonna tell me no. Not nice. I'm not gonna tell somebody who just brought her nephew to her to visit her, but at the same time, she had a blanket covered. She had a skirt covered everything. She's amazing. 104 and her mind fully there. זה ברכה. זה ברכה, יש אנשים שזוכרים לזה. בדרך כלל, מה שלמדנו בחיים, מי שמכבד את ההורים שלו, someone who respects his parents, זוכה לזה. זוכה to have a nice ending. מי שלא, השם ישמור, bad. אבל מי שמכבד את ההורים, specifically, בעת זקנה, השם נותן לו מתנה. הקדוש ברוך הוא doesn't leave anybody here with any bills. מה שעשית, אתה תקבל את זה. אז צריך לדעת. I read עוד דבר, קראתי משהו מאוד יפה. אוקיי, נמשיך הלאה. כי הולך האדם אל בית עולמו.
So it sounds like a person could kind of put this off. For instance, if they're active when they're younger and they keep going active, it's not gonna, necessarily kick in as quick as the third person.
צריך, you have to do two things. יש גם מצוות שאדם זוכה בהם, and you also have to keep yourself also healthy. Because, what? Right. No, but I'm saying, when a person keeps his body healthy, whether how you eat, okay, יש אנשים בלילה, they eat dinner 10 o'clock, 10:30, go out, come back 11:30, to bed. אתה מה זה עושה לבטן? What do? You guys steak with french fries, הכל ככה מכה, הולך לישון. זה לא בריא. הרמב"ם כותב, minimum 3 hours before you go to sleep, that you have to stop your dinner. לא בריא, so the stomach is not heavy, זה לא כבד עליך. So keeping also health, it's part of you getting to this stage very healthy. למשל, אתמול, we spoke about meat. זה לא כזה בריא. sugar, גם כן זה אחד מהמזיקים הכי גדולים. אוקיי, the stinks, אלברט, זה גם כן מזיק. No, I got you. I tested 8 long time, no, I won't. Anyway, to Shemaya Albert, so you have to know that part of to get to that age also, I think that's 3 things. Number 1, be the one to keep yourself healthy. That's 1. Second, I think also tefillah. 3, זכות של כיבוד ההורים. אדם, למען ירבו ימיכם, אדם מכבד את ההורים שלו, it's also to be, שיזכה לאריכות ימים גם כן, אבל בריא, very healthy. אבל the message is, the message over here that שלמה המלך is telling us, שכי הולך האדם אל בית עולמו. Whatever you do now, but that's exactly what you're going to take up there in Shamayim. It's said, you see parents work, money. And then after the festival, who cares about them? I read a story about someone who, it's a long story. I have no time to say the whole story, it's too long, but get the message of the story. He traveled, and he got, I don't know where, in Africa. I think he was working with diamonds, gold, whatever. So we could end up in Africa. Something happened, and he ended up in the hospital for 6 months. There was no any idea about him, no idea, no nothing, zero, klum. And the family, they tried to get any information. לא היה שום דבר. And ישבו 7 עליו.
After 6 months?
No, after 2 months. לא שמעו עליו כלום.
Oh, that's what the rabbi said to do?
כן, עשו 7 עליו. Now this guy, he was a millionaire. He had a lot of money. And by the בצוואה, he wrote to each kid quarter. Meaning, if he has 3 boys, meaning if you have 100 million,
25%.
so it's like 33. Okay?
Third.
Yeah, third. Okay. The father, after 6 months, he gets up. He has no idea what's flying. He has no idea.
Credit cards canceled.
And Kitsul, 6 months after, he gets up. It was in his mind, where's his items belong? Make long story short, he came home. He knocks on the door. Aladim Kimlu almost heart attack. But do you know what was the sad part? He went to pray mitfilat minha after seeing his kids, the b'chiyot and tears. I don't know why they cry. Maybe they have to bring it, the money back. I don't know. But Bekitso, he came to the show, and do you know what he saw? Kumkum.
Cattle.
Kumkum.
The urn. Hot water urn.
Brachot le'elon nishmat the father.
Why?
תראי מה קרה לו? הוא אמר, 100 million are left. That's what they did in the show.
Hot water.
קומקום, הברכות, אלו נשמע.
Which breaks in 6 months.
שמעתם מה זה?
That was the fancier one.
And this person, he was a very stingy. קמצן. That's why. Listen to what happened. Listen what happened. When he saw that, אמר, מה? זה מה שהילדים עשו לי קומקום? On that day, he knew whatever I have years to live, והתחיל לתת צדקה, אמר, I cannot rely on any of my kids. The most they're going to do for me,
Water.
it's a hot water, ברכות לעילוי נשמת the father. שמעתם? Don't rely on anybody. while you're alive, invest. Mitzvot, Torah, Chesed, don't trust anybody. Rabbi Alav Shalom, when he used to go to Bet Avelim, היה אומר, השאור יהיה לנו נשמת, Mr. so and so, ולעברו נשמתי. ככה היה מאוד מפרס. הוא היה אומר, מי שרוצה להצטרף, גם כן. אמרתי לו, אני מצטרף. אמר, אל תסמוך על אף אחד. יש, זה החיים. He came back 6 months after he goes to pray מן החיים לשתול, והוא רואה קומקום, ותראה משמעות הרב. אמר, מה? 100 מיליון! That's what I got from the kids. 100 מיליון, קומקום.
צריכים לבנות בכנסת.
רק בית הכנסת לאבא. אבל זה מה שקרה. 100 מיליון, קומקום. סטינג'י, זה מה שקרה, זה מה שהוא קיבל. People don't understand. זה מה שהילדים ראו, זה מה שיעשו גם כן. ודאי. אומר שלמה המלך, כי הולך האדם אל בית עולמו. רק ברוך.
חנניה,